What up, though? What's the deal, man? All praises go to the Most High, man. It's your boy Trill, and today I want to talk about, disciplining our kids, man. Kids gotta be disciplined, y'all. Straight up, man. Straight up. Ain't no way around it. Either we gonna do it, or the judicial system gonna do it, or, some gangs gonna do it, or, who knows who gonna do it. The teachers ain't no telling, man, but we gotta get it under control, man. I had made a video a minute ago about breaking generational curses and stuff. You know what I mean? I was talking about how us cussing at our kids is, like a curse. You know what I mean? Like, we putting that spirit on them, putting them feelings on them. You know what I'm saying? They walk around with that. You know what I mean? And they gonna spread it to their kids. You know what I'm saying? And I was also saying, how I feel like that whole degrading each other and talking crazy to each other came from slavery. You know what I'm saying? And I was saying, like, we need to work on breaking that cycle. You know what I'm saying? Breaking that cycle. Breaking those generational curses. But, we all human, man. We all human. Everybody get mad at their kids, man. Everybody kids do stuff that need to be disciplined. You know what I mean? So, it's like, I feel like we just gotta learn some methods of discipline that could be beneficial. Like reading. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When I used to get in trouble, now don't get me wrong, I'm big tap, but my mama the biggest tap. She queen. Hey, she the empress tap. Real talk. You feel? I learned from the best. But in the same token, when I get in trouble, I ain't gonna lie, my mama would make me read. My mama will make me read, y'all. Real talk. And that's something, I've been trying to implement in my kids. Like, they acting crazy, they acting wild, they jumping up and down too much, or, whatever the case may be. Man, y'all sit down, read a book, flat out. And y'all finna read for hours. They don't even barely know how to read, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. My oldest 7 and my second oldest 5. They know how to read, but you know what I'm saying? They don't fully know all the words and stuff like that. I still make them sit there and read. You feel me? Because it's your intention. You know what I'm saying? Because we all need to read. You know what I mean? And the more you read, the more you are expanding your mind. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's a good form of beneficial discipline. You know what I mean? If y'all ain't got no books, they got books at the dollar store. And there's a lot of places that donate books out here, for real, for real. So, you know what I'm saying? That's a great form of discipline. Another form of discipline, writing. Like how the teacher used to make you do when you was bad at school, right? You got a little daughter with a smart mouth. She talk crazy. Literally make her sit there and write. I am beautiful. My mother is beautiful. My father is beautiful. I use beautiful words. You know what I mean? Make her write. And make her write it till she start crying. Make them write that. Make them do this stuff till they start crying. Like, that's where the discipline come in. That you ain't finna do it as long as you want to do it. Nah, you finna do it till your fingers hurt, till your fingers cramp up, till you can't. You know what I mean? Cause you trying to put the demonstration down. You trying to get them to understand something. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite forms of discipline, I ain't gonna lie, for my little boys, I grab a laundry basket. You know what I'm saying? Throw a couple pair of shoes in there, make them hold it over their head until they cry. Anything I do for discipline, you doing it until you cry, man. I want you to feel this, you feel me? Because it's discipline. It's not fun. It's like Joe Jackson. Oh, his kids probably love dancing and singing all day. You feel me, Baby Mike? But guess what? After 5-6 hours of dancing and singing all day, like this done turned into something totally different. You feel this? This is discipline. You know what I'm saying? But it's beneficial discipline. You know what I mean? Because it's like we want them to learn things from the discipline, for sure. You know, we want them to learn you shouldn't do this no more. We want them to learn, you know, it's consequences behind your actions. That's what we want them to learn. But it can be even more beneficial. You know what I mean? If your baby sitting there reading for hours and hours and hours and hours, they're getting smarter, for sure. If your baby sitting there writing for hours and hours and hours and hours, she's getting smarter. You know what I mean? And her penmanship gonna be excellent. You know what I mean? Because they don't just gotta write, I am beautiful, my parents are beautiful, we use beautiful words. They don't just gotta write that. You can say, man, go write me a book. Go use your imagination, man. Go use your imagination, man. Write me a story. You feel me? All this is this, because when somebody don't want to do something and you forcing them to do it, it's discipline, flat out. It's discipline. So it's like, I feel like we just have to, you know, get up to par on our discipline. For real, because it's vital, man. It's vital, man, to these kids' health, man, flat out. If they ain't got no discipline, what's gonna stop them? Like, what's gonna stop them? Where are gonna be their boundaries? You know what I mean? What are they not gonna be willing to do? If ain't nobody ever taught them, or ain't nobody ever disciplined and showed them the consequences behind, you know, some of these actions that they be doing. So, you know, it's like we have to really, you know, align, you know, our education with the discipline. You know what I'm saying? And like, just our overall health. You know what I mean? Our overall health. Because another thing you could do for your kids, depending on what age they is, man, your son acting up, man, go do 100 push-ups. Go do 300. Matter of fact, just do push-ups until you cry. Just do push-ups until you start crying, man. For real. Like, go do some squats, man. Get in the bucket, too. Like, I want to see you get in the bucket, man. Go do 300 squats, man. I'm telling you, people, man, I'm talking about people. I'm telling you, our kids is going to think twice, man. They going to think twice if they know, man, I do this, I'm finna have to read for 8 hours straight on the weekend and there. They going to think twice, man. They gonna think twice. So, you know, another thing that I feel like we gotta implement on the discipline side is talking to them and letting them know why they being disciplined. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I can't even say I have been a person who will, you know, discipline my kids, and I didn't even explain to them why they being disciplined. You know what I mean? So, in their mind, they could think they getting disciplined for no reason. They kids. They don't know. They don't know for real. That's why you have to explain it to them. You know what I mean? Before you tab them or before you make them sit down and do them, you know, papers and stuff like that, or before you make them work out or whatever, you need to tell them, look, this what you did. This is why you being disciplined. And after you done, tell them you love them. You know what I mean? Tell them you love them. Because they might hate you. I ain't gonna lie. Or they might think you hate them because you discipline them. So you gotta reinforce, no, I love you. I'm doing this because I love you. I'm doing this because I love you. Because I don't want to read this paper you just wrote. Like, I don't want to sit here while you got to do 300 push-ups. I don't want to sit here while you hold a bucket over your head for 40 minutes. I got other stuff I could be doing, like, flat out. You know what I mean? I love you. I'm going to always pay you attention, but I got other stuff that I could be doing besides being here disciplining you. Like, you know, I'm doing this all out of love. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's very vital, man. That's very vital, because you don't never want your kids to think, oh, man, Daddy had a long day. Daddy had a long day today. He just came in on bullshit. Nah, this ain't that. This ain't that. This ain't got nothing to do with my day. This ain't got nothing to do with your mama. This ain't got nothing to do with the people at the store. This ain't got nothing. This is on you. This is on you. You was messing up. So this is the consequences behind messing up, man. Flat out, man. We got to demonstrate, man. We got to demonstrate for these little ones, man, because if we don't, man, somebody else will. That's what we got to understand. If we don't discipline them, somebody else will. And they not going to be nowhere near nice as us. They not going to be when they see the tears, they going to want to go crazier. They going to want to go harder. They going to want to hurt them even more. Come on, man. So, we gotta play our position, man. I love y'all. Good thoughts, good vibes. In a minute.